students, and welcome to the lecture on quality management and its principles. After the lecture, we will be able to learn the following objectives. Explain how to implement a total quality management system. Understand the economics of quality, value, and contribution. Describe the attitude of top management. Describe the difference between traditional and total quality management. Explain the principles of total quality management. Define historical review of quality management. Understand the contributions of quality gurus. Let's start with a brief introduction to quality management and its principles. Quality assurance provides the basic components required of a quality system. Quality assurance incorporates standards against which internal or external assessment is undertaken together. Quality assurance systems are designed to provide assurance that a particular standard of quality has been met and maintained. Let's discuss how to implement a total quality management system. Generic model for implementing TQM. Top management learns about and decides to commit to TQM. TQM is identified as one of the organization's strategies. The organization assesses current culture, customer satisfaction, and quality management systems. Top management identifies core values and principles to be used and communicates them. The organization identifies and prioritizes customer demands and aligns products and services to meet those demands. 5 strategies to develop the TQM process. Strategy 1. The TQM element approach takes key business processes and/or organizational units and uses the tools of TQM to foster improvements. Strategy 2, the guru approach. The guru approach uses the teachings and writings of one or more of the leading quality thinkers as a guide against which to determine where the organization has deficiencies. Strategy 3, the organization model approach. Individuals or teams visit organizations that have taken a leadership role in TQM and determine their processes and reasons for success. Strategy 4, the Japanese total quality approach. Organizations using the Japanese total quality approach examine the detailed implementation techniques and strategies employed by Deming prize-winning companies and use this experience to develop a long-range master plan for in-house use. Strategy 5, the award criteria approach. When using this model, an organization uses the criteria of a quality award. Let's move to the next topic, which is economics of quality, value, and contribution. Cost of quality. The term quality costs has different meanings to different people. Some equate quality costs with the cost of poor quality due to finding and correcting defective work. After the lecture, we will be able to learn the following objectives. Explain how to implement a total quality management system. Understand the economics of quality, value, and contribution. Describe the attitude of top management. Describe the difference between traditional and total quality management. Explain the principles of total quality management. Define historical review of quality management. Understand the contributions of quality gurus. Let's start with a brief introduction to quality management and its principles. Quality assurance provides the basic components required of a quality system. Quality assurance incorporates standards against which internal or external assessment is undertaken together. Quality assurance systems are designed to provide assurance that a particular standard of quality has been met and maintained. Let's discuss how to implement a total quality management system. Generic model for implementing TQM. Top management learns about and decides to commit to TQM. TQM is identified as one of the organization's strategies. The organization assesses current culture, customer satisfaction, and quality management systems. Top management identifies core values and principles to be used and communicates them. The organization identifies and prioritizes customer demands and aligns products and services to meet those demands. 5 strategies to develop the TQM process. Strategy 1. The TQM element approach. The TQM element approach takes key business processes and/or organizational units and uses the tools of TQM to foster improvements. Strategy 2. The Guru approach. The Guru approach uses the teachings and writings of one or more of the leading quality thinkers as a guide against which to determine where the organization has deficiencies. Strategy 3. The organization model approach. Individuals or teams visit organizations that have taken a leadership role in TQM and determine their processes and reasons for success. Strategy 4. The Japanese total quality approach. Organizations using the Japanese total quality approach examine the detailed implementation techniques and strategies employed by Deming prize-winning companies and use this experience to develop a long-range master plan for in-house use. Strategy 5. The award criteria approach. When using this model, an organization uses the criteria of a quality award. Let's move to the next topic, which is economics of quality, value, and contribution. Cost of quality. The term quality costs has different meanings to different people. Some equate quality cost with the cost of poor quality due to finding and correcting defective work. Categories of cost of quality. Internal failure costs. The cost of deficiencies discovered before delivery. One associates deficiencies or nonconformities with the failure to meet explicit requirements or implicit needs of external or internal customers. External failure costs. The costs associated with deficiencies found after a product is received by the customer. These also include lost opportunities for sales revenue. Appraisal costs. The costs incurred to determine the degree of conformance to quality requirements. Prevention costs. The costs incurred to keep failure and appraisal costs to a minimum. For example, product design or poke-yoke costs are prevention costs. The management of knowledge has become an important role of top management. To be successful, organizations must not only process information, but also acquire and create new information and knowledge. Hence, one proposes, Proposition 1, a positive top management attitude toward learning will lead to higher internalization intent and lower substitution intent for learning. Proposition 2, a positive top management attitude toward learning will lead to higher receptivity for learning. Proposition 3, the relationship between top management attitude toward learning and intent for learning will be moderated by market turbulence, such that when market turbulence is high, it will lead to lower internalization intent and higher substitution intent. Did you know the ISO 9000 series is probably the best known set of international standards for quality management? Cooperation. How is the term cooperation defined? The following 3 criteria have to be met if one is to speak of cooperation. Interaction, a behavioral model based on action and reaction. Strategic independence of all those involved. All participating actors have a common goal. Responsibility in top management. It is the policy to ensure that top management is responsible, a quality policy is developed and approved, and that it includes a commitment to comply with requirements and continually improves the effectiveness of the quality management system. Customer focus. It is the policy to understand and satisfy the current and future needs of present and potential customers to provide products that meet those needs while enhancing customer satisfaction. The top management team is responsible and has the authority for customer focus activities. Planning. Top management ensures that planning for quality management systems is conducted to meet the requirements. Planning provides the framework for developing quality objectives to meet current and future needs of the company and its customers. Responsibility, authority, and communication. Responsible authorities for each section of the quality management system are identified in a quality manual, as well as each MSP document. One ensures the use of internal communication to convey the effectiveness of our quality management system through community postings accessible by all employees. The top management team is responsible and has the authority for responsibility, authority, and communication activities. Management review. It is the policy to ensure that formal management review meetings are conducted at planned intervals with documented agenda and minutes as records. The input to a management review minimally includes internal quality system audit results, customer feedback, process performance and product conformity, status of preventative and corrective actions, follow-up actions from management reviews, changes that could affect the quality management system, and recommendations for improvement. Now let's talk about the traditional approach. The traditional approach is to have a department responsible for quality. In total quality management, or TQM, the style is for all associates to become their own quality control department. TQM challenges traditional management. It's a direct challenge to traditional management because it's so different, it simply cannot be an add-on to traditional management. Nor can it be combined with traditional management structures when a corporation is restructuring. Trying to combine techniques will result in failure. Decision-making differences in the traditional management model. Decisions are centralized or made from the top down. This means a manager makes the decisions and the lower levels are supposed to follow. It's very much like the military. In TQM, the lower levels have a hand in making decisions. Responsibility for quality. In the traditional model, a quality control department or person assumes responsibility for the quality of the product. In the TQM model, the individual machine operator assumes responsibility for quality. In the traditional model, the quality control department spots bad products. Focus in traditional management. The focus is internalized, whereas in TQM, the focus is external. This means in traditional management, the focus is on a doing the best one can philosophy. Fault finding in traditional management, when something goes wrong with quality, the fault is usually directed at the employee. However, in TQM, the fault is placed on management, who did not perform their duties correctly. Total quality management benefits. The following are direct and indirect benefits that total quality management can offer organizations: strengthened competitive position, adaptability to changing or emerging market conditions, and to environmental and other government regulations, higher productivity. The philosophy of TQM involves some very basic management concepts: customer and stakeholder focus, process orientation, continuous improvement and learning, empowerment and teamwork, management by fact, visionary leadership that views TQM as a strategic organizational asset. Customer and stakeholder focus. The customer is the judge of quality. Understanding customer needs, both current and future, and keeping pace with changing markets requires effective strategies for learning to and learning from customers, measuring their satisfaction relative to competitors, and building relationships. Process orientation. A process is a sequence of activities that is intended to achieve some result. According to AT&T, a process is how work creates value for customers. One typically thinks of processes in the context of production, the collection of activities and operations involved in transforming inputs. Continuous improvement and learning continuous improvement is part of the management of all systems and processes. Achieving the highest levels of performance requires a well-defined and well-executed approach to continuous improvement and learning. Improvements may be of several types: enhancing value to the customer through new and improved products and services, improving productivity and operational performance through better work processes and reductions in errors, defects, and waste, improving flexibility, responsiveness, and cycle time performance, and improving organizational management processes through learning, improving products and services. Careful research is required to determine the needs of customers, and those needs must be reflected in the design of products and services. A Japanese professor, Noriaki Kano, suggests 3 classes of customer needs exist. Dissatisfiers, those needs that are expected in a product or service, such as a radio, heater, and required safety features in an automobile. Such items generally are not stated by customers, but are assumed as given. If they are not present, the customer is dissatisfied. Satisfiers, those needs that customers say they want, such as air conditioning or a compact disc player in a car. Fulfilling these needs creates satisfaction. Delighters and exciters, innovative features that customers do not expect. When first introduced, anti-lock brakes and airbags were examples of exciters. Newer concepts still under development, such as collision avoidance systems, offer other examples. The presence of such unexpected features, if valued, leads to high perceptions of quality. Improving work processes. Quality excellence derives from well-designed and well-executed work processes and administrative systems that stress prevention. Improvements in the work processes may lead to major reductions, improving flexibility, responsiveness, and cycle time. Success in globally competitive markets requires a capacity for rapid change and flexibility. Electronic commerce, for instance, requires more rapid, flexible, and customized responses than traditional market outlets. Flexibility refers to the ability to adapt quickly and effectively to changing requirements. Learning. Learning refers to understanding why changes are successful through feedback between practices and results, and leads to new goals and approaches. Empowerment and teamwork. A company's success depends increasingly on the knowledge, skills, and motivation of its workforce. Employee motivation and success depend increasingly on having opportunities to learn and to practice new skills. These can be fostered by empowerment and teamwork. Vertical teamwork. Everyone must participate in quality improvement efforts. The person in any organization who best understands his or her job and how it can be improved is the one performing it. Vertical teamwork is the sharing of responsibility among organizational levels through empowerment. Horizontal teamwork. Problem-solving and process improvements are best performed by cross-functional work teams. Interorganizational partnerships. Partnerships must be created both internally and externally. Partnerships might include those that promote labor management cooperation, such as agreements with unions that entail employee development, cross-training, or new work organizations. Management by fact. Organizations need good performance measures for two reasons: to lead the entire organization in a particular direction, that is, to drive strategies and organizational change, and to manage the resources needed to travel in this direction by evaluating the effectiveness of action plans, visionary leadership, and strategic orientation. Leadership for quality is the responsibility of top management. Senior leadership must set directions, create a customer orientation, clear quality values, and high expectations that address the needs of all stakeholders. Now let's discuss the historical review of quality management. The history of quality management, from mere inspection to total quality management, and its modern branded interpretations, such as Six Sigma, has led to the development of essential processes, ideas, theories, and tools that are central to organizational development, change management, and the performance improvements that are generally desired for individuals, teams, and organizations. Quality management gurus and theories. Total quality management, or TQM, features the customer-supplier interfaces, external and internal customers and suppliers. A number of processes sit at each interface. Quality process improvement tools and techniques. A wide range of tools and techniques are used for identifying, measuring, prioritizing, and improving processes which are critical to quality. Again, these ideas and methods feature prominently in modern interpretations of total quality management methodology, such as Six Sigma. Developing people and teams. People are a fundamental component within any successful developing organization. Take away the people and the organization is nothing. Take away the people's motivation, commitment, and ability to work together in well-organized teams, and again, the organization is nothing. Conversely, inspire the people to work well, creatively, productively, and the organization can fly. Now let's explore the contribution of quality gurus. Contributions of W. Edwards Deming. He is often referred to as the father of quality control. He was a statistics professor at New York University in the 1940s. After World War II, he assisted many Japanese companies in improving quality. Did you know the Deming Prize, established in December 1950 in honor of W. Edwards Deming, was originally designed to reward Japanese companies for major advances in quality improvement? Contribution of Joseph M. Juran. Joseph M. Juran has led a life of success and accomplishments. Using his intelligence and dedication, Juran changed himself from a poor Romanian immigrant into a world-renowned quality control expert. Contribution of Philip B. Crosby. Philip B. Crosby is another recognized guru in the area of TQM. Philip Bayard Crosby was born on June 18, 1926, in Wheeling, West Virginia. He joined the Navy and became a hospital corpsman. Contribution of Masaki Imai. Masaki Imai is the founder and president of the Kaizen Institute. Kaizen, which refers to continuous or ongoing improvement in Japanese, is an inseparable aspect of total quality management, which is required in all the activities of the organization. Now in the end, let us summarize what we have learned in this lecture. The ultimate goal is to train all the staff and give them the tools for quality improvement, to apply the basic percept of prevention management in every area. An organizational structure consists of activities such as task allocation, coordination, and supervision, which are directed towards the achievement of organizational aims. A decentralized organization is one in which decision-making is not confined to a few top executives, but rather is throughout the organization, with managers at various levels making key operating decisions relating to their sphere of responsibility. Deming pointed out that only 15% of quality problems are actually due to worker error. The remaining 85% are caused by processes and systems, including poor management.